Alright, first thing first, some things about Smite. You got your God screen, just like Smite 1. You can technically buy your gods. Here's where you'll find your season passes, get some skins. Here's your store. And if you go to chests and classic skins, these are the ones you can buy for all your free gems. There's some of them now. Supporter, this is extra money you can spend. The stuff here is really expensive on purpose. It means you really support Smite. Only thing I bought here is quips. It's like sound waves from the SPL that you can play in game. So supporter you can kind of ignore and don't spend money. And one thing that I don't like about Smite that exists is that each god has their own loadout. So you can't just say, hey, I want a random board. You gotta go in and pick a or something like that. Like you have to go in and edit each loadout. And when your card loads in the game, you can have god kills. I don't play Agni, but you can have god kills and things like that displayed. But nothing will display if you don't go in and set it up, unfortunately. Alright, so change game mode. You can pick conquest or anything you want to. For your preferred role, this is for conquest. There's 5 of them now, so you rank them. Let's take a look at this options. You go to options menu, go to settings. One thing you want to pay attention to in gameplay is this action camera. This action camera is just added. It makes the gameplay more like a Fortnite or something like that. It's like a more zoomed in on the character. By default, this is going to be on, so you want to take that off if you don't like it. And then, of course, you use controller. You know, do what the fuck you do with controller, because I don't play that shit. I got a mouse keyboard. Alright, so this is the how it is conquest overview. So this is getting ready to pop, but I did want to point out that you have to choose your preferred roles. You can see I have carry, jungle, mid. That means first I'm going to carry, then I'm going to be jungle, then mid. I actually have support as my number 4.
Select
solo is
your
my
god.
5th. And so I never get solo. Sometimes I'll get support, and this time it gave me jungle, my second pick. And one thing to point out for the way that conquest works now, or gods in general, is that gods are work everywhere better than they did Smite 1. You know, if you picked an off pick, you were kind of trolling in Smite 1. In Smite 2, you know, I'm going to be Danza Jungle. Danza Jungle works fine. Alright, let's stop here and I'm going to fast forward. Alright, now we're in the game. I'm going to build my items. Starter items, pretty much all the same. I'm getting a jungle item because I'm in the jungle, and then I'm building Braggy's Harp, which gives me strength and intelligence. That's good for Danza because my ability scale off strength and intelligence. And you can see that here, like my Fool's Gold gets 90% strength, 65% intelligence for my items. Some gods are hybrids, some aren't. But Danza is a physical god. He only deals damage and strength. It doesn't matter if I build a magical item. My abilities will gain power, you know, 60% from a magical item, but I'm only dealing strength damage. So if you're a tank and you see Danza, you don't care. You don't have to build magical defense against him. It's all strength defense to block Danza's abilities. So I built Braggy's because it has 35 strength and like 25 intelligence, and I'll get, you know, bonus damage off all that, and he has a passive to get more auto attack damage. But the best way to build any carry is crit right now, so this might not be the best, but I have a hybrid god, why not? And I'm also thinking that if I'm playing by myself, the supports and solos usually carry the game if your team is retarded. So I need to be pin based, even though I'm not going to do as much damage technically because I'm not doing crit. I'm dealing pin because I feel like my biggest threat is always the tanks, because my teammates are always too stupid doing things. And you see it's fucking chalk when he come clear his buff, and I'm taking it. So I am jungle, and the start right now for jungles is to go blue, red, and then a back camp, and then me and mid compete for the buff there. Mid stays in lane, and he's supposed to let the jungle take the red buff first. A lot of mids get mad, but that, that's meta. Duo, then they'll start their buff and go straight to lane. They're doing that right now. Solo should have started blue with me, but he's still sitting over there. Alright, so you can see me and Zeus clear his back camp, and then we're going to go and compete for the side camp here together. And I'm level 2 when I get here. Their jungle should be here as well, but they also have somebody coming out late, I think. It's kind of a fucked up game, to be honest with you.
Hey, what's up?
Alright, I'm going to share this wave with him, and then I'm going to go and get my speed and do the camps over there. Yeah, their mother started red buff. The mages should not be starting their buffs. That's stupid.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm gonna pause my audio here. We're gonna skip forward a little bit. All right. So now that I've got my back camps, I'm trying to set up for a gank. Oh, they don't see me. Look, I'm invisible. I'm gonna fuck them, bro. Look at this. Got this Ganesh. I don't think I'm gonna get that carry. So I'm gonna just hit one clear wave here. Also on the conquest map, if you notice, now that I'm dual lane, there are teleporters. Yeah, there's back camps obviously, and there are teleporters. Now these back camps don't give you a lot of XP, so as jungle, this is not a priority. It's a priority for duo and support. And this takes me to solo lane. So now I'm teleporting to solo to gank it. Yeah, I can't remember if I did anything here. But we're gonna gank solo lane. There's a totem, just like Smite 1. Yep, I got the kill. Yes, that Cupid is jungle. Cupid, I have played Cupid jungle myself, but it's not good. Dan's is a good jungle. Not like a regular jungle. I don't know why his Cupid is doing this. He's trying to die to me, I guess. Yeah, he just wanted to die. Alright, so there's a teleport. 2 of them in solo, 2 of them in duo, and they take you to each side of the map. There are also fire minions that if you kill them will give you a buff to your strength that is permanent. A little fire minions. I did not get them. I probably should have got those, but I didn't. I honestly never do. I always forget about them.
Don't worry about it.
Something else that's new for Conquest in Smite 2 is there are teleporters at the base. So, I'm getting ready to back soon and you'll see. But those teleports will take you to the furthest tower in your lane. So there's one in the left, one in the right, one in the middle. And you can teleport to your furthest tower in the lane. It's on like a 180-second cooldown timer. So there is no teleport relic in Smite 2, but you can teleport back to the lane, so. Yep, I finished my braggies.
Oops. Take this jungle buff.
And my build is not a good build, but like I said, I felt like going pin
Cancel that.
would be better for me just because I'm playing by myself and people are retarded. Alright, let's see if anything else. So that's kind of jungle, you know, I'm just doing my rotations. I mean, mid or duo could both use a gank right now, but I would rather have speed than win the game. So, oh my god, duo solo. Oh, I remember though, I don't catch them, so forget it. Gold is still there. If you late game, gold turns into a buff that will make your towers attack slower and will also do damage to a tower if you get it late. Fire Giant drops a buff, a little sword, that if you use it and you have less than 500 health, it will immediately kill yourself and then you will regen all of your health. If you try to use it and you have more than 500 health, it does nothing. So a lot of people aren't good enough and just decide never to get it because they're too dumb to use it with less than 500 health. And then, you know, Conquest is pretty much Conquest after that. The biggest thing you have to figure out is the new builds, especially if you have a hybrid god. Neath is hybrid, Dan's is hybrid. But when I play Neath, I only build magical items on her. I don't build anything. physical items on me. I don't know how to play any of the warriors. I mean, Chalk's in the game, you can play him, you're good at him. I don't play warriors in Smite 2 yet. They're getting rid of that Sun Wukong, then I'll play some warriors. Yeah, this Arthur's a fucking idiot. Unfortunately for her. Alright. Stop Smite out here.
Destroy the left enemy tower.
Confused yet, pal?
Be careful in the jungle. Cancel that.
Be careful in the jungle.
Enemy ultimate down. My beat.
Sorry, blame the booze, not the blade.
Be right back. Your middle tower is under attack. On my way. Enemy missing. Cancel that. Enemies in the right lane. Thanks.
Out of mana!
No problem.
Sorry, blame the booze, not the blade.
On my way.
Dixie's get dixie.
Solid beat, yo.
Retreat.
Be right back. Yes.
Can't see me, can you?
Be careful, middle. Follow me. Be careful, left. On attack, left lane.
Enemy missing.
Your team has destroyed
Retreat.
a right enemy tower.
Retreat
So-
right lane.
No problem. On my way. On my way.
Be right back!
Ultimate is ready. Enemy has been slain. Solid beat, yo. Man, that was awesome. Too cool. Be careful, middle. On my way.
Ultimate is ready.
Be right back.
Anytime.
Confused yet, pal? This is get attack!
You're too cool. Enemy missing middle. Be careful, middle.
Right on, man. The enemy has been slain.
Middle enemy tower.
Professionally!
On my way. I am attacking Gold Fury. Yes.
Attack the Gold Fury!
Follow me. On my way. Ultimate is down. That's too bad.
Say hello to that little friend!
Need more warm-uppers.
Your team has destroyed the Gold Fury.
And confusion.
Your right tower is under attack. Your team has destroyed the middle enemy base.
Right on, man.
Be right back. Be right back. Peace.
Set up an ambush here!
Good game.
Good game, noble combatant.
Victory.